my mother called her angel number one.
Aww.
Because she took such good care of my mom, and they became like this.
Yeah.
And my mother was always happy when Nina was around. And I'm gonna let Nina take it from there because I'm sorry, I'll probably start talking about things that you're gonna say, so you can say them.
That's okay. Yeah, she was my best friend. Okay. To me, it's an honor and an immense happiness to talk about Miss Rose. I could spend hours talking about her, but I promise I will be brief. It was my last house to clean on that Thursday, October 6, 2006. Before I walked in, Rosanne warned me, saying, Nina, this lady is very delicate, so be quiet, no jokes, okay? How can I joke with a person if I only know how to say hi and bye? Miss Rosemary opened the kitchen door. I looked at her, those green eyes, and that time it was green. Her shiny brown hair, her elegance. Well, before I was introduced to her, I fell in love right at the first sight. And every time we talk about it, she said, had I known about this, I would have loved you sooner. And then we laughed a lot. That's how I met the most charming person that came into my life, Miss Rosemary. As time went by, we became best friends. She became my Mary, and I, her angel number one. Miss Rosemary was a very detailed person. Everything she did had to be perfect. For example, if I asked her a simple coffee, oh my gosh, she would set an impeccable table. It looked like a real banquet. There were so many plates, knives, spoon, cups, cheese, milk, perfect square cut butter, cookies, and blah, blah, blah. I'd say, it's a beautiful table, my Mary, but why are there so many dishes and utensils? I'm going to have to wash all of this? But that was her, ready to please everybody. She always did her best. She enjoyed having people over and wanted them to be comfortable in her house. It took me a while to learn not to ask for a coffee. I just go and make it myself. So, one of the things that she loved to do was sleep in the morning because she stayed up late at night. Actually, sometimes until 3 or 4 in the morning. When I began to do laundry for her, I could see this more often. I would arrive in her house around 11:30, and she'd be there in her bed sleeping soundly. Around 12, I would get very close to her and try to wake her up. Miss Rosemary, about 5 or 6 times. Then she raised her head and said jokingly, oh, I can see your wings flapping. My angel is here. Miss Rosemary, you need to get up to have a breakfast in the afternoon. Take your meds, go for a walk. Look what's a beautiful day. Can I stay in bed for more 20 minutes? She asked. Damn. And she would go back to sleep, but after 10 minutes exactly, I'd go back and wake her up again. Has it been 20 minutes already? No, I gave you 10. Wake up, my Mary. Then, as soon as she'd get up from the bed and went into the bathroom, I'd quickly make her bed. When she see her bed made up, she said, wow, my angel already made my bed. I want to be able to go back to sleep. Some of those times when I was going to wake her up, if I had done something very special for her, she said, I have a card for you to tell you how grateful I am for everything you've done for me. I took the card and before I opened, she said, my angel, I haven't had time to write on it, but I know that all my love for you is inside. I'd open the card and laugh because there would be nothing inside, total blank. But anyway, I say thank you. Thank you. One of the funniest moments that we shared together was when Colleen went on a trip and asked me to stay with my Mary for about 2 or 3 nights. I asked her a few weeks in advance to make a list of things she liked to do while Colleen was away. Thanks for us to have fun, of course. First week, I asked her if the list was ready, and she said, not yet, but I have everything in my head. I give you next week. I was impressed because she never forgot anything and kept it all in her head. On the following week, as a promise, she gave me the list, which, by the way, was huge. I began reading. The first thing on the list, cleaning all the silverware. Second, organize the coat closet at the entrance of the house. Third, cleaning all the vases in the yard. And there were a lot. I stopped reading and said, wow, I love the list. I think we are going to have a lot of fun. One question, my Mary, are you going to help me? Well, can be, she said. So, what do you think, my Mary, about funny takeout or pizza maybe, drinking some wine, beer, I love beer, watching a movie, listening to music, dancing. Would you like something like that? That's what we did. We had so much fun, just like we always did when we were together. Everything was beautiful with my Mary, and what we learning together was that a great friendship can be built at any time in our life, and that the difference in age, we were 40 years apart, does not interfere with this building, because what you live and take from this life is the true love that we give and receive from someone. And what comforts my heart is being sure that I gave all my love to her, and that love she continued receiving there in the Lord's arms, taken care by God. In her last week, when her condition became worse, I spent every afternoon with her, and I stayed until she fell asleep. Before she slept, we read, talked, prayed together, and every night I sang to her a children's Brazilian song that talks about the true love between two people. And today, I'm going to pay my last tribute to my Mary. I'm gonna sing the song. Se essa rua fosse minha, eu mandava ladrilhar com pedrinhas de brilhantes para o meu amor passar. Nessa rua tem um bosque que se chama solidão. Dentro dele mora um anjo que roubou meu coração. Se eu roubei seu coração, tu roubaste o meu também. Sorry. Se eu roubei seu coração, é porque te quero bem. I love forever, my man.